It is so also like, what do you mean you're not casting a character? That's what Emily Henry is good at. Characters.
Yes.
That's why people love her books. It's not about the plot. It's about the characters. You are not casting a relationship. You're casting a character.
Note for the audio. Abigail's camera is vibrating.
What are you talking
It's fully
about?
shaking.
You don't know anything. What are you talking about? He's blonde. She cast a blonde man as Augustus Everett. Welcome to the Redirect Podcast. I'm Abigail Freshley.
And I'm Emily Rojas. The Redirect Podcast is the show where we shift the conversation back to books. We discuss themes from some of our favorite books and how those themes show up in our real lived experiences.
On today's episode, we are previewing summer reading and just generally catching up on recent reads.
But before we get to that, if you love our show, we would love for you to let us know by supporting us in a few simple ways. First, you can go on Apple Podcasts and or Spotify, leave a 5-star review, and let us know how much you love us. We'd love to hear it.
You can also follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Redirect Podcast. You can follow Emily everywhere at Emily Rojas Reads, me on TikTok at Fabigail11, and on Instagram at FabigailInsta. And if you really, really love the show, you can share our show with a friend, because sharing our show with a friend is by far the best way to help us grow our community of book-loving nerds. And yeah.
Oh, I was going to say,
and
we have
go to
a
the
website.
redirectpodcast.com. Yes. Go to redirectpodcast.com. You can look through our whole media library. You can see our crudely designed website, and you can buy stuff from our merch store.
Yeah.
And you know what? I don't know. Maybe we'll do a fun summer merch drop.
We should. Because what else do we have dropping this summer? Nothing. We'll get to that.
Nothing. We'll get to that. But if you have any recommendations for what you want to see in our merch store, send it our way.
Heck yeah.
We'll probably do it.
Yeah. We're very...
Can't emphasize this enough.
We're very flexible, amenable people.
Yeah, we are very, very flex. So, okay. Here we are.
We're here.
We haven't done a book talk in a little while, I don't think.
We did one semi-recently. What did we talk? Oh, with our merch drop. With our merch drop. But that was mostly focused on the merch.
Oh, that was a while ago.
Yeah. And that wasn't a super book talk. It was more focused on the website and merch. But yeah, we're here. We're back. We're chatting.
We're back. We were just talking before we hit record. We're like, oh, let's do a summer book preview. And while I'm sure there are many great books coming out this summer, they are not books that you and I personally have on our radar.
No.
So this is a new situation for us.
Correct.
And we're being really brave about it.
Yeah. I even like the horizon beyond the summer is so bleak, because normally I feel like we do have at least a couple of those staple people that we love releasing books that we know we're going to do a book club. I don't even know like what will our next. We don't have any book clubs on the horizon. Like, of course we are easily influenced and we will listen to you guys if you want us to do something, but like there's none of those big authors that we normally would be like, oh, we're going to do a book club. No, there's nothing. Mm-hmm. And it's very devastating to me. I don't think this has happened in the history of the show.
Yeah.
So we need to find
I don't know. It's like our main homies.
Yeah.
AKA the authors we like are just taking time to themselves to like, you know, be creative and heal and rest. So whatever.
Don't they know that?
I guess.
We really need this. Like,
I know.
Don't they know? Like the arts are what sustains us. And where are you guys?
And we had one beacon of hope on the horizon for this year, and that book has gotten pushed to April 2027.
Don't worry. So yeah, we're open. Anyway. If you guys have your favorite authors that we don't know about, please DM us and we'll read them. Yeah, because we need something to look forward to. Or like, there's no
while there are not
go
ahead.
There's no like series update. Anyways, there's no like series coming out that like we need a next installment from. I still haven't even read The Will of the Many sequel. that's on me after anticipating that for like a year.
I know. I think we need to get into our TBRs on this episode for sure.
Yeah, we will.
But okay, before we do that, I think while there's not a lot of new book releases to look forward to, from our perspective, there are some great adaptations to look forward to this year. And so maybe we'll talk through some of those that are upcoming very, very soon. So first, the Sunrise on the Reaping trailer drops tomorrow, a new trailer. Very
Yes.
excited.
By the time you guys are listening to this, we will all have already seen it, but it does come out as we're recording this. It'll be tomorrow, Monday, April 13th. So if you haven't watched it yet, go watch it. I'll link it in the show notes. But
what I am
what
anticipating
do we
from
think?
this
Yeah.
trailer, I am hoping we get like a casual glimpse of the OG cast, because we
Yes.
know that they are.
Do we
cast
know
in
that?
this
Do we know
movie.
that for sure?
I think we do know that for
Or
sure.
is
Don't
that
we?
rumored? I don't know. I'm asking. I genuinely don't know. In my mind, it's like rumored, but it's not 100% confirmed. Or maybe that we know Woody Harrelson, but we don't know about Josh Hutcherson and the others.
All right, let's see.
Jennifer Lawrence. I couldn't think of that.
Yeah, they are confirmed.
Okay, for real. Oh my God. Oh
For
my
real,
God,
for real.
That is genuinely brand new information to me.
Yeah, so yes, Jennifer Lawrence and Josh Hutcherson are confirmed to be returned as Katniss Everdeen and Peeta Mellark in The Hunger Games: Sunrise and the Reaping. Although the film is a prequel focused on Hayman Jabernappy's 50th games, they are expected to appear in scenes likely through flash forwards or the book's epilogue, set for release November 20th, 2026. So I'm hoping that we get a little
I think we need
flash.
Yes, I think we need that. Ugh, I'm so mad at the future, the people listening to this, because you guys already know what's going to happen. I think we'll
know.
at least get, at minimum, I do think we'll get like a Woody Harrelson voiceover or like shadow of him somehow like telling the story. I don't know. I just feel like that is the bare minimum
and also
we'll get.
they should not be front and center, but I think like a little flash.
Yes.
I think they're probably
Easter
saving
egg.
that in their back pocket. Yes,
Sure.
a little breadcrumbing.
It would have been insane if we didn't know that they were going to be there. I mean, I don't know how you keep that a secret, really. Like, that requires so much effort. But kind of like, the Spider-Man reveal vibes when Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield were there. Like, it's like you kind of knew, but you didn't know for sure. But anyways, I'm glad we know. I'm glad they're going to be in it.
Yeah.
I think it's really going to be great to see them, especially in the epilogue, which I'm sure they'll include. But yeah, I'm so excited. I think it's going to be emotionally damaging to see this trailer, to be frank. I think it will be painful.
Yeah, especially at such a time as this, you know.
Yeah.
There's just a lot.
Even more so. But I
It's
can't
a
wait
lot
to
going
watch
on.
it. And I can't wait. I still am like, how do we see this movie together? How do we make that happen?
We'll just do it.
Okay. Sure, why not?
You always get stressed out about planning trips. Just do it.
No, it's because it comes out the week of Thanksgiving. That's why I'm stressed out, because I don't know how we make that work. We'll figure it out. We'll get an early screening.
Yeah.
Hey, if we're famous enough, Lionsgate, if you're listening, could we please somehow get to see this a little bit early so we could watch it together? I will fly to LA myself, my own dime.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys would just share the show with a friend, we could get
Yeah, if everyone shared this show with a friend and then those friends shared it with like three friends,
then
we'll be fine.
Think about what you would do for us. So, anyways, I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to discuss
I
the next
know.
time we talk. But I hope we're all enjoying it. I have high hopes.
All right, that's what I'm calling. I'm calling that we're going to get that's my prediction as of April 12th, 2026, that we are going to get a little flash of them in the next
I think
trailer.
we will. I think we will. Like I said, at very least, I think we're getting, future Hemage. But
Yeah.
maybe you'll.
So the other thing that's coming out literally on the 15th in 3 days is Margot's Got Money Troubles on Apple TV. I wonder, should we watch the trailer together right now? I haven't seen the trailer.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Is there a trailer?
I mean, I'm assuming. Let's see. YouTube.com.
Trailer. Oh, official trailer. Yeah, let's watch this together. Oh, this is fun. We've
Doing a
never done a
screen
live
share?
reaction. Sure. Can we do that? Share.
Yeah, you can screen share.
Will you be able to hear it?
Well, let's see.
Okay.
If you share sound.
Can you hear that? Okay.
Very loud.
Okay.
Very loud.
Ready? Let's watch this from the
I
beginning.
didn't know this was Elle Fanning. I didn't know anything about this.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Wait, Nicole Kidman? Did you say
Yeah,
that
where
last
was
name?
she in the trailer?
I did not see Nicole Kidman in the trailer.
Me either.
Okay. Wow, that was great.
That looks so
I'm
good.
so excited.
Okay.
Wait, okay. I'm remembering in the back of my head that Elle Fanning is going to be Margot, but I forgot about Nick Offerman and
Me
I forgot about
too.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Me too. But they're
Wait,
so
this is gonna
they
be
look
great.
This is going to be so
Also,
good.
I think this is really, really works as app for Apple TV because Apple TV is kind of like HBO and that they can get a little more
Saucy.
mature. So they can
can't
like
wait.
discuss more about like her
Yeah.
online ventures.
God, that looked so good. That looked great.
All right,
I
I'm
have a lot of
excited
faith
now.
in
Okay.
Apple TV too. Like
If
I
you
think-
haven't read Margot's Got Money Troubles,
yeah.
this is a story about a young woman who finds herself fallen pregnant by her college professor and raising a child on her own. And she turns to OnlyFans to support her and her child with the help of her retired pro wrestler dad. It is such a good book. It's so funny. It's so lovable. It's so warm.
Yes.
It's just so good. I haven't seen the show, obviously.
Yeah.
None of us have. But I would encourage people to read the book first.
I think you should read the book. Or at least like do it side by side. Or maybe after.
Yeah.
Who knows? But you should read the book. It was so good. Ever since I read this book though, I can't help but see every single influencer interaction online as fake, as completely fabricated, which is just like an interesting subplot in this book of her like kind of making up these like fake social media storylines with other OnlyFans girls. But ever since reading that, I'm like, oh no, this is probably like all this beef and it's probably all fake. Like they're probably arranging all this, but anyways,
and the
it's
parallel
really good.
between that world and like the pro wrestling
yes,
world,
yes,
which
exactly.
is all theater. It's really
Yes.
like, it's just a performance art. I think it's going to be great.
It looks so good.
Yeah, the only thing is I'm like, Elle Fanning looks like she's a woman in her mid-30s because she's a woman in her mid-30s.
Yes.
And Margot's supposed to be like 22, but
Yeah.
I'll get
We
over
can
it.
suspend disbelief a little bit. She does
Yeah.
look younger than the professor, which I think is the main thing. They don't look like they're the same age in the
I
trailer. So.
do love Elle Fanning.
Yeah, I think she'll be great. So I can't wait.
Also,
That's this week.
speaking of Elle Fanning,
Yeah.
when is the Nightingale movie coming out?
Dude, who knows? Once again, we can't have anything good.
Movie.
Maybe that's coming out this week too. Unbeknownst. No, it's not coming out this year because I just Googled before we
February
started
2027.
recording. Yeah. I was going to say, I just
Allegedly.
Googled adaptations this year in case there was anything I forgot about this summer.
Okay.
So that wasn't one of them. So, but it'll probably be like 2028. Let's all be honest with ourselves. How do they film it?
Yeah. I don't even know, dude.
Yeah.
I feel like this has been in the works for years.
Pain. We have nothing. We have nothing.
We have nothing. All right.
We'll get there.
That's basically it for okay. But speaking of summer reading, I guess.
Sure.
So we've got the adaptations coming out. We don't have anything like totally locked in for what we want to read this summer. But are there vibes you want to cultivate? What's on your TBR like that you think you might pick up this summer? Yeah. What are you feeling?
Yeah, this summer, like every summer, I do want to go to the beach. I don't know that I've done that. And anytime on this podcast, I've said I wanted to.
Everything.
I would love to read at the beach this summer, though. Not just in the summer. I have gone to the beach. I'm not completely bereft, but it just hasn't been during the summer months. So I'd love that. Or some waterside.
Oh, you know what I was just thinking? Because so you and I will see each other a little bit this summer because I'm going to visit my parents. You're going to come visit me at my parents, hopefully, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I think they have access to like at least a pool. So maybe we'll do some poolside reading
That
then.
would be great. That would be great.
Yeah.
That's all.
We
That's all
can
I need.
accomplish that. Yeah.
I've been thinking like I want to do like a big reread, but I don't know of what. So I don't know if I want to do like a series or like maybe my Emily Henry books or my Allie Hazelwood books. I just been feeling like that would help me with this perpetual reading slump I've been kind of dallying in. Yeah. So
may I suggest
don't know.
Hunger Games?
That's
I always
true.
feel like
that is
that
a
is
good
a
one.
great.
That is a good one.
That is a
and
great
they're short.
cure, and they're not long.
Yeah, should I do them in chronological order? Should I start with I don't want to reread Ballad of
Ballad of
Songbirds and
Songbirds.
Snakes though. No, I think I won't do that. But maybe I could do
No.
Sunrise on the Reaping again, and then the Three
Yeah,
Archer
that was a
Kings.
good book. Sunrise on the Reaping was a
Yeah,
good
that
book.
was great. So I might do that. That's a good one. That's a really good one. So
I've
those are
been
my vibes.
thinking I might reread Twilight because I told you, I texted you that I found all the Twilight books hardcover, like original print at a vintage bookstore for $7 each.
Yes, that's
So
amazing.
I have those all, and I'm like,
Maybe we should do a Twilight reread together, buddy read. I would do that.
one like and I'll do it.
Yeah, one person tells us to.
Yeah.
No, my Eric's cousin is visiting from Mexico. She's 12, and she was telling me like what book she's been reading, and was like, she speaks some English, so she was telling me, and then she's like, I don't know what this is, so she was like telling me this word, and I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, and then she Google translated it, and she's like, Twilight. I'm like, oh my god, hello, Twilight.
Girl, you should have said.
Use. I know. So then I was talking to her a little bit about that. I was like, Edward and Jacob, and so
Wait, is she Team
maybe I
Edward or
should-
Team Jacob?
well, I didn't get to that far, but
Okay.
yeah, I think she's read like the first two. So anyway,
Okay.
I was so excited.
so happy
like
for her.
the 12-year-olds are always reading Twilight, no matter what
I know.
country they live in, no matter what year it is. It's just God. That's the way God intended it. So I would do a
Yeah.
Twilight read. That was one of my options. So I haven't done
Okay.
one, and it's been a long time since I've reread the full series.
I know, but once you start getting it, I don't know. It's like great, but then once you start getting into it, you're like,
What have I done?
yeah. But also, I can't stop. You know?
Maybe that'll be like in the fall, winter. That's like more
Yeah.
not so summer vibes. So
Yeah.
anyway,
I mean, last year I did an Emily Henry reread,
Yeah.
and it was immaculate.
I know, and
Incredible
I haven't read like Book Lovers and the other ones. I just reread
Book
People Who Made a
Lovers,
Vacation, obviously, and I reread Happy Place.
Funny
But
Story.
like the others, I have
Beach
not
Read.
reread. Yeah, Beach Read and Book Lovers. I haven't
Beach Read's a
reread
great
those.
one.
Beach Read is great. I'm reading right now a fan fiction that's like kind of Beach Read vibes, and it's so good. And I'm like, maybe I like Beach Read more than I remember, or do I just like this because it's Wolfstar? You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
maybe I'll do that. Anyways, that's my kind of my vibes. I'm like, I need to get something going with my reading. The weather's getting nicer. I do always tend to read less in the summer, which is great for me this year. So I'd like to combat that maybe like with familiar favorites and
Yeah.
poolside
Yeah.
or beachside reading. So yeah, that's my vibes.
Okay.
You?
Cool. My vibes are reading. Yeah. Let's see.
My job is books.
My job is books. I have fallen a little bit behind on my goal per usual, but I'm not like woefully behind. I'm like 5 or 6 books. I think yesterday I had a great vibe. So I had like a mobile car detailer come out to detail my car. But as you know, I have horrible street parking. So I asked them to meet me at the parking lot of the park down the street from my house. And then while I was getting my car detailed, I like hung up my hammock and read at the park. And I was like,
Nice.
oh, this
That
is
sounds
great.
so nice. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And also like one of my concurrent goals this year is to spend 1,000 hours outside.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I think the reading outside is really what's going to help me get there. I need to be just spending more time sitting outside and reading. I mean, beach is also on my list, but that's easy for me to accomplish since I live near the beach. I'm thinking more like hammock reading. Maybe that's more my vibe. And I want to read books that are fun. I want to read things that make me happy. That's what I want to spend the summer doing. Like books that
too.
like, I want to spend time this summer reading books that like help me escape. I want escapist vibes. I want to I don't want to be reflective and pensive. I don't want to self-improve. I'm done improving myself. I want to read something that makes me feel so alive inside that I am looking at fan art.
Yes.
That I'm like shipping a new relationship. Like I want to be caught up in the rush of a new thing. So if you have a recommendation, listener, for something that should be for me, I have a couple things, and this is maybe a good transition to like what's on our TBRs.
Yeah.
But I have a couple of things that I feel like could do that. So,
Okay.
well, first, okay, I still need to unsuspend my hold of Strength the Few and pick that back up. I'm doing that this summer.
Me too.
Mark my words. I'm doing it. Also, okay, I have Minor Black Figures suspended.
Sure.
It's ready whenever I'm
not so escapist.
Is that gonna, I know. So now I'm like,
it's
what am I gonna do?
It's not emotionally devastating. I think I don't want to spoil too much. It has a ambiguous to happy ending. Like, it's not gonna wreck your life, but it is very like politics, race, sexuality, identity, post-COVID world, religion.
Okay.
So I wouldn't say it's escapist. No.
I might just keep it suspended for a while.
Yeah.
Just
circle
maybe
back.
I'll get feeling. Yeah, I'll circle back. All right. Here's what I'm feeling hopeful for, though.
Yes.
Okay. Are you aware of the Paladin's Grace series?
No.
Okay. I have heard good things from people in my book club. It is a fantasy mystery series with multiple books out.
Okay.
They can all be read in succession. Here's the description of the first one. Are you ready?
Yes.
Stephen's god died on the longest day of the year. 3 years later, Stephen is a broken paladin, living only for the chance to be useful before he dies. But all of that changes when he encounters a fugitive named Grace in an alley and witnesses an assassination attempt gone wrong. Now the pair must navigate a web of treachery, beset on all sides by spies and poisoners, while a cryptic killer stalks one step behind. From the Hugo and Nebula award-winning author of Swordheart and The Twisted Ones comes a saga of murder, magic, and love on the far side of despair. It has 4.11 stars.
Oh, wow.
On Storygraph.
Yes.
With over, with like 25,000 reviews.
Okay.
The moods are funny, adventurous, mysterious, lighthearted, emotional, hopeful. I'm like, okay, this is going to be like a lovable fantasy, mystery, romance type vibe. I am very hopeful.
Yes, I'm looking at it at my library right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's multiple out. The name of the series is The Saint of Steel.
Okay.
So there's let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 out right now.
Yeah. Okay. You're convincing me. I'll read this.
I'm willing to give it a shot. Like, that's something I'm hopeful for. The other thing that I am thinking that I'm like, okay, this book has been circling my orbit for a long time.
Okay.
It's called The Second Death of Locke. And I don't think this is going to be escapist.
No. Okay. So far,
but
you're off to a bad start.
I'm off to a bad start. But multiple times I've seen people say, like, this is the best book I've ever read.
Yeah.
And I think this might be my vibe. So here, let me read you the description of this one.
Okay.
Gray Flynn has dedicated her life to her mage, Kier. Kier, chosen one. Kier. She will be his blade on the battlefield, his healer and protector. The deep well of raw power inside her is Kier's to use. Gray would do anything for Kier, be anything for him, if he would only ask. When a quest to protect the child of an enemy kingdom pulls him into a dangerous heart of their nation's war, Gray and Kier will need to decide what they are willing to sacrifice to protect their secret. For Gray is no ordinary magical well, but heir to the lost island of Locke, the root of all power. If she dies, all magic dies with her.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm like, maybe I'm too on the nose with the fantasy. The fantasy thing will help me escape, but
yeah,
I don't know. Okay, I think Paladin's Grace is like the right move. So also I've discovered, again, and we'll get to this in a little bit, I'll save it. Yeah. But I've discovered a new author that I think I really like, or new to me. And they have like some back catalog I could work through. So
all right.
Anyways,
I can't wait to hear about that.
What's on your TBR?
Well, I still have my TBR challenge, which I'm thinking of whittling down. Actually, I might have already done. I gave a bunch of books to my mom. So I need to remember if I gave away any of these that were on my TBR for her to put in her little free library at the shop. But I still have that. Maybe I'll put that on my Instagram stories and see if anyone wants to influence me to read any of these. Yeah. And then I do have, I'm picking up
situation.
Hopefully today from the library, The Everlasting by Alex Haro. Have you?
Okay.
Are you aware?
ALIX, right?
Yeah, that one. I did start
I've read a
reading
book by
this.
Alex Harrow.
Oh, really?
I've
Did you
read
like it?
The Once and Future Wishes. The Once and Future Wishes.
Oh, that's the same author?
Oh my God. The Once and Future Witches. Yes.
Oh, who knew? Well, everyone raves about this book. And like but I started reading it on my Kindle and just couldn't get into it. And to be fair, that's like been the case for me this year, but I thought maybe having the physical book would help me because I just keep seeing people that I trust talk about like the yearning and like the it's like so let me read the description. Blah blah blah. A genre-defying quest about the lady knight whose legend built a nation and the cowardly historian sent back through time to make sure she plays her part even if he breaks his heart. Sir Una Everlasting was Dominion's greatest hero, the orphan girl who became a knight who died for queen and country. Her legend lives on in songs and stories and children's books and recruiting posters, but her life as it truly happened has been forgotten. Centuries later, Owen Mallory, failed soldier, struggling scholar, falls in love with the tale of Una Everlasting. Her story takes him to war, to the archives, and then to the past itself. Una and Owen are tangled together in time, bound to retell the same story over and over, no matter what it costs, but that story always ends the same way. If they want to rewrite Una's legend, if they want to tell a different story, they'll have to rewrite history itself. I mean, that sounds great, you know?
It sounds great, right? But then it's like, will it take too long to get into?
Yes.
That's the thing with a book like that. You're like, is there too much setup?
Right. And I did not give it a fair chance. I think I read like 2 chapters. I just couldn't, I kept picking it up and being like, I don't know, I'm just not feeling it. So
wait,
I'm hoping though that the physical copy will help me. What?
Did you ever read The Sweet Spot?
No, it's still in there in my room. I renewed the whole like to the maximum amount, and now it's like if you don't give this back to us, we're gonna actually find
kill you and your whole family.
Hunt me down. So, anyways, that's on my next. That's next as well on my TBR, and I'm getting back to it. I'm gonna return some other books that I'm just never gonna read, but that one I'm gonna keep.
Yeah.
And I'll get into what I've read recently. But yeah, that's my thing. And then I just put on that book you just said, and a reread of some sort. I think honestly, I'm thinking I might reread Beach Read. I might start it after we stop talking right now because I think that will help. And then maybe I'll get
that's
through
like a one sitting.
Henry's.
Like you're just gonna be like need.
Yeah. So that's my TBR. Also I have also The Strength of the Few. Also I had started Lonesome Dove a while ago, but I feel like I need to own that book because it is so long. I don't think I could finish it. And it's always on hold, so I can't renew the hold for that at the library because like people want to read it, obviously. So I'm like, maybe I'll just wait till I can buy that at a used bookstore or something because I was really liking it. It's just so long, I couldn't finish it. So I'm kind of paused part of the way through that. So
that makes
my
sense.
TBR. Also, I saw my month free trial of Kindle Unlimited, so I'm working my way through.
Yeah,
so I'm trying, man.
I think you've got some good things. I'm really feeling like maybe you and I could like Paladin's Grace, and that would be
great
thing.
Yeah. Okay.
I need that. I need something that makes me feel alive.
I do too, man.
You know what I mean? Like just that, like,
yes. I want to be feral about something again.
Yes, I want to be so caught up in something.
Please help me.
Okay, cool. I have a book that I am halfway through.
Okay.
That I would like to recommend to you.
Okay.
Even though I'm only halfway through it, I
believe you. I trust you.
I know you will like it, and I know I'm gonna like the end of it.
Okay.
And I hope you haven't already read it. I looked on Storygraph and I didn't see that you had. The book is called "You Should Be So Lucky" by Cat Sebastian.
Okay. No.
Have you read anything by Cat Sebastian?
I feel like have I? I don't know. Keep talking. I'll check.
No, the Kit Webb book. Did you read that? The Queer Principles of Kit Webb?
No.
Okay. Basically, Cat Sebastian, she writes a bunch of queer romances.
Yeah.
This one is a baseball book. Now, before everyone's like, boo, I hate baseball. This is so boring. This book is about baseball in the same way the Heated Rivalry is about hockey.
Sure.
It's not. Okay. This book is set in 1960.
Okay.
And it features the two main characters are Eddie and...
Wait, 1960 is crazy. I did not know that.
Yes, it's in 1960. Eddie O'Leary and Mark Bailey. So Eddie O'Leary is a baseball, it's like a second baseman that just got traded to the New York Robins, but he's facing a big scandal because on the day he got traded to the New York Robins, he kind of had a meltdown.
Sure.
And he was like, oh, they suck. And like the team sucks. And it all got reported on. So everyone on the new team hates him and all the fans hate him. But he's drawing a lot of press attention. Okay. Mark Bailey works for the New York Chronicle. Mm-hmm. The New York Chronicle is like, we need to get readership up. I know what we'll do. Mark, I know you're not typically a sports reporter, but you are going to ghostwrite like a weekly diary on behalf of Eddie O'Leary to go in the Chronicle. So you need to spend time with him and like ghostwrite it. You can do some PR for him, but also like, you know, this will definitely get readership up on our weekend editions of the paper. And
say no more.
Say no more. Okay. Mark is it's 1960. Okay. So they're both not like openly queer.
Sure.
Mark is more openly queer. He's not hiding it. He's also not advertising it. He also he's like a year or two out from losing his partner. His partner passed away, who was like his roommate and also like not his roommate, but he had like political ambition. So they had a secret relationship. Eddie has moved to New York. And part of the reason he didn't want to move to New York is because like he had found like an enclave of safety, like a queer community in Kansas City where he played before. And now he's like feeling like he can't do that, whatever. And love begins to blossom between Eddie and Mark. And there's a lot on the line. There's a lot to risk. Eddie is in a horrible slump. He's not doing well in baseball. There's a lot going on, but it's the slowest burn. It's like this book feels like when you're watching a movie and there's like the two love interests, like their pinkies almost touch.
Oh my God.
You know, or they like,
yes, I do
they
know.
graze their pinkies.
Yes.
That's what this book feels like. Okay.
Once again,
so maybe you need to read
more.
this. Okay. And I know people are like, I don't like baseball, blah, blah. Shut up. It's not about baseball. There's very little like on-page description of what's happening in a baseball game. It's just the vibe of baseball culture. Like you can get that. It's 1960s. It's Major League Baseball. Yeah. People are like racist and sexist and homophobic. All right. You get it.
Great.
So anyway, my hold is up, or like my loan is up in like 11 hours. So after this recording, I need to go finish the book. But I really think you're gonna like it. I hope this might get you out of your slump too.
I think I will. Also, I realized I have been seeing a lot of people talk about Kat Sebastian's most recent book, which is called Starshipped or something. And it's anyways, I have been seeing it everywhere, and so I also put that on hold because I trust your recommendation for authors.
So here's my feeling is like she has a huge back catalog and a bunch of historical romance.
I saw that.
And also there's another one on here that looks good called After Hours at Dooryard Books. This is also historical, but yeah, like I'm sensing a theme. I'm thinking this might be a good
person to dive into.
This. Yeah, exactly. And there's another one called The Perfect Crimes of Marlon Hayes or Marion Hayes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I think this could be good, and I highly recommend. Part of my problem. You should be so lucky.
I have not been reading enough romance books this year, or like specifically the ones I have been like way too heterosexual, which is fine, but they just don't hit the same sometimes. Kick. Yeah. So I need to bring back what I know to be true about myself. Oh my God. What?
Hold on. Okay, she has another one called We Could Be So Good.
Uh-huh.
Here's the description. This is not okay. Casey McQuiston meets the 7 husbands of Evelyn Hugo in this mid-century rom-dram about a scrappy reporter and a newspaper mogul's son. Nick Russo has worked his way from a rough Brooklyn neighborhood to a reporting job at one of the city's biggest newspapers. But the late 1950s are a hostile time for gay men, and Nick knows that he can't let anyone into his life. He just never counted on meeting someone as impossible to say no to as Andy. Andy Fleming's newspaper tycoon father wants him to take over the family business. Andy, though he has no intention of running the paper. He's barely able to run his life. He's never paid a bill on time, routinely gets lost on his way to work, and would rather gouge out his own eyes than deal with office politics. Andy agrees to work for a year in the newsroom, knowing he'll make an ass of himself and hate every second of it. Except Nick Russo keeps rescuing Andy, showing him the ropes, tracking down his keys, freeing his tie when he gets stuck in the ancient filing cabinets. Their unlikely friendship soon sharpens into feelings they can't deny. But what feels impossible in secret, this fragile, tender thing between them, seems doomed in the light of day. Now Nick and Andy have to decide if, for the first time, they're willing to fight.
That sounds so good. Okay, I already have 2 other books by her on hold. If we like them, we're coming back to that.
That one is the same vibe as You Should Be So Lucky. It's the same feeling of like,
yearning.
This is not allowed. We're in the public eye.
I love that.
Yeah. So like for our book club this month, friend of the show, Colleen, it was her turn to pick. So the way we do it, she nominated a few different books and we voted on them. This was one of the options that didn't get picked. But the theme of the books was Heated Rivalry Hangover.
Oh, I love that.
And like all of her books. So I think that's correct.
Yes.
That is the one book of note. I've read some other books recently, but they left something to be desired. So I won't dwell on that. I'll just share that I read that one.
Good for you. Yeah.
What have you read?
Okay, nothing. I read Devout by David Archuleta.
Oh, right.
I did start reading this book called, it's called Goaltender Interference by Brigham Vaughan. It's part of this series called Scoring Chances. I'm on the second book in the series. I don't think I'm going to finish it. I thought this is my Kindle Unlimited experience. It's good. It's fine. They're very long for this type of book. And that's not what I'm looking for. They're not bad.
I need you guys to edit it. Yeah, I need this to be shorter.
I need this to be a tight 300 pages or less. And the first one is 562 pages. The second one is about the same length. And it's just a lot going on. That's like not what I'm here for. You know what I mean? And so it's just been like, okay, I get it. Plus it's also like this is my problem. These books have a certain formula. All of these Kindle Unlimited romance books. Yeah. Where the couple gets together pretty early. And that's fine when the book is like 250 pages because that's all I want. Like, let's fly through this. But when the book's 500 pages and they're getting together halfway through, then I'm bored because I don't like that. I like people to yearn. Okay. So then what is that? What am I reading for? Anyways, I did read a good book though. I just finished it earlier. So it's called Tell the Wolves I'm Home by Carol Rivka Brunt. This is the only book she's ever published, which is crazy to me that people just do that. She has like another book announced. It came out in 2012.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And then this other second book has been like in the works. Anyways, still not out. But this really interesting. Definitely did not know what to expect. I just saw this on TikTok. Like someone posted it and was like, this book just ruined me or something. So I'm like, obviously I have to put this on hold now. So I had no idea what it was about at all. But it follows. I don't even know if this counts. It's like it's not really a YA book, but the main character is 14. But I would say it's more like lit fic for adults than YA. But so the main character, it's the 1980s. The main character is June. She's 14 and she is like a loner girl, like, you know, many people may relate to her. Like, doesn't have a lot of close friends at school. Nobody really understands her. Her sister's like 2 years older and is like increasingly antagonistic in her life. And the only person who she feels like really understands her is her uncle Finn. And Finn is gay, and it is the 80s, and Finn is dying of AIDS, and he dies early in the book. So that's not a spoiler. He dies very early in the book. And before he dies, he's like painting this portrait of her and her sister. And so they have to go to his apartment every week to sit for this portrait. He's like a famous artist, but he's like pretty much been reclusive from the public eye for a long time. And every time they go, it's like he's thinner and thinner. And anyways, so they have this like interesting relationship with Finn where it's not like full on homophobic family. We can't see you at all. But it's also like you're only allowed to be a certain portion of yourself with your young nieces, because at Finn's funeral, June finds out that there is a boyfriend of Finn's who lives in his apartment, who has been his partner for a very long time, who she never even knew existed. And so she starts to...
That's devastating.
It's so upsetting. So she does... And also she's been told, by the way, again, this is all like in the first couple chapters. She's been told that that's Toby. That was your uncle's boyfriend. He's the reason he's dead. He killed Finn. He gave him AIDS and he knew he had it. And whether or not that's true is up to interpretation. But so she's like, he's a murderer. He killed Finn. And so she does end up reaching out to him. They end up connecting. And Toby is like, I think maybe like you're the only person that misses him like I do, because maybe like you're the only person who loved him like I did. And obviously also Toby is also dying of AIDS, and so they like form this relationship. And it's about like, I think this is true with a lot of like older family members in people's lives, but especially obviously queer family members, where it's like, if you don't tell someone these parts of your life, then when you're gone, those things are gone forever and you never get to know them. And that's what Finn finds out, or what June finds out about Finn, is like, oh, there's this whole section of his life that I never even though I thought we were so close and I told him everything, like he couldn't tell me everything because my parents wouldn't, whatever. And so she's learning it from Toby and kind of finding that like, oh, all these things I loved about Finn, some of those were actually Toby. Some of the little quirks he has, or the things in his apartment, or like the stories he would tell, those are Toby's. And kind of like feeling like the person you love is still alive because you know someone who loved them too. And then there's like the sibling relationship, because Finn and her mom, who was his sister, they had sort of a strained relationship. And then obviously June and her older sister have sort of like a mirror strained relationship. And it's just, yeah, it's about family and grief. And it was very emotional. Probably not for everyone, but I thought was really well written. It took a while for me to get into it, but once I got into it, I was like, I was all in. So, because at first I was like, I honestly didn't know anything about it. I was like, what's the plot of this? But then when she starts meeting with Toby, it's like, okay, I see where we're going. And it's to pain. It's to a very painful eventuality. So, yeah.
So, yeah, know that. So know that.
Yes. Please know going into this. It's tough. I would, I mean, I would say check the content warnings. I feel like it's kind of self-explanatory, but I would just, go in with peace. But I don't know. I thought it was really... yeah, it was very moving, and yeah, it makes you think a lot about the stories that you're telling to people and like the parts of your life you're sharing with people, and like
the cost of not sharing them.
Yeah, and the cost of not sharing them, and then the cost to Toby, who's like now all alone and has no one because he was like kept away from this family. That was like in any other life, like would have been, if he was a woman, that would have been his family, but because he wasn't, it's like they're strangers. But it was so good. So anyways, I like that. That's all I've read. So I have nothing else to share.
All right, it's pretty good though.
It's something. Yeah. It's like an actual book.
Something
that I've had for like a month now from the library, but I did finish it. So
sometimes it'd be like that,
It ebbs and flows, the reading journey. But I feel like I'm on track on my reading goal, which I did set at only 75 this year, but so I'm back on track. I don't know. It's not like nothing's, like you said, nothing is hitting the way I want a book to hit me right now. I want something that is going to consume me, and nothing has reached that level in quite some time. I would say this entire year, I haven't read anything that was like, I am just
that gripping
in this. Yeah.
Let me go. Okay. Let me see if I can do some inspiration. Cause I'm like, I'm looking at my let me look at my 5-star books and be like, I mean, you've probably heard about all of them already.
Yeah. But maybe I need to hear them with new ears, with reading.
Okay. I really think that you should I think the sweet spot will get you.
Okay. I'm going to read it.
That was a 5-star book for me.
Yes. That is genuinely, I was about to start reading it earlier, and then I started making lunch, and then we were recording. So but as soon as I finished that book I was just talking about, I was about to pick it up. So I'll probably go hit that the rest of this afternoon. It's so nice.
Yeah.
Also, you talking about reading outside, I was thinking I need to get a comfortable chair for my porch, because I sit out there and read sometimes, but the chairs aren't like super comfortable, so I can't stay out super long. But I feel like if I had a
worth the
really
investment.
comfortable reading chair, I could sit out there.
Get on Facebook Marketplace today. Find a good cozy outdoor chair and do it.
You're inspiring me. So I think that's my plan. I think that will help me. Something comfortable to sit in. Yeah.
Cool. Well, I think that probably does it for this episode.
Short
We'll
and
be back
sweet.
next time with some fully baked thoughts on Margot's Got Money Troubles at the very least.
And the trailer for Sunrise on the Reaping.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll have so much
good
to
things
talk
to
about
come.
next time. And I will have read more books. I solemnly swear.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Speaking of adaptations,
Yeah.
y'all better not be watching the Harry Potter adaptation.
Oh, please don't
coming
even get me
HBO
started
Max.
on that. Please don't even get me started on that. And don't even get
We
me
don't
started on
support
Wolf
that.
Boy.
What's that?
That's the All the Young Dudes adaptation. It's pretty official, it does seem. I meant to bring that up, but it's going to be a trilogy, and the first one's going to be called Wolf Boy. Wolf Boy. I think I want to hear Miss King Bean defend herself. So come on the pod. We'd love to chat.
Yeah, come on, Miss King Bean.
But yeah, please don't watch that. Please don't watch that. I don't know. Why do we even have to say that? Who wants this? I don't know. Anyway.
You're going to be tempted. You're going to see some cool like shots, and I'm sure it will be visually beautiful, and they've put a lot of money in it. I'm sure the performances will be good. And you're going to see that on your TikTok or something. You'll be like, oh man, will it really matter if I watch it?
Yeah. It will really matter. It really does
This
matter.
is something that directly impacts a very bad person.
A very bad person.
Directly delivers money to a person that is bad.
What did Pedro Pascal call her? Heinous weirdo or heinous loser or something? That is she's
see.
a heinous loser.
What did Pedro Pascal?
Whose side do you want to be
call?
on? Pedro Pascal or J.K. Rowling? Like, I don't feel like this is a hard choice. Heinous loser.
A heinous loser.
Yeah, thank you. That's what I think about her.
And he said describing her anti-transgender views as disgusting behavior.
Correct.
Period.
And not much else to say about
Under
that.
this post, Pascal wrote, awful, disgusting shit is exactly right. Heinous loser behavior.
Heinous loser behavior.
stand.
If you're watching, respectfully, you are grouping yourself in with heinous losers. So don't do that.
Yeah.
All right.
So just don't. Just resist the urge.
See you guys next
All
time.
right, y'all.
We love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Welcome back to the Redirect Podcast. We're coming to you from the future. If only our past selves that we recorded when did we record this? Like less than a week ago?
Over the weekend. Yeah. And
If
now
we
it's
knew
Friday, April
what we knew
17th.
now.
And we are broken people, I assume. We haven't talked about it, technically. We've exchanged carrier pigeons. We're back.
We had to record because we need to address some devastating news, which is that Gus, the Augustus Everett, the guy who dug graves in college to put himself through college,
Dude.
who wrote award-winning literary fiction, he has been cast extremely poorly as Patrick Schwarzenegger. I think a good place to start is by reading the post that Yulin Kwong,
I think that's a great
reading her
place to start.
caption. I think this is a good place to start. Okay.
I would love to start there.
I think sets the conversation well.
Yeah, agree.
Okay, 3 days ago, so on the 14th, she posted this. Patrick is a slow burn, is what I wrote
God.
in my notes after meeting him for the first time. There was something about the way he talked about his feelings on love and romance that I couldn't forget. But I was unconvinced we'd found our Gus. Pause. She was unconvinced she'd found her Gus. Because I knew we had to be exhaustive in our efforts given how important this character is to our readers. We saw a lot of men for this role. We reviewed a lot of tapes, sent a lot of avails, checks, and took a lot of meetings over a 6-month period. I have always maintained that we are not casting a character, but a relationship. Once we knew Phoebe would be our January, which, by the way, I'm like agnostic on that. Like I was never like, yay.
I wasn't among the really excited group. Yeah.
No. I think it
But-
could have been better. My efforts
I
became
don't
more
love her, but-
focused and specific, not on who would play the best Gus according to the text, but who would play the best Gus opposite our specific January. That meant in-person director sessions and chemistry reads with Phoebe. The moment Patrick sat across from her, there was something electric in the room with us. There's a magic to chase here, I wrote in my notes afterwards. I checked with Phoebe after the reads, and she said, it's obviously Patrick, isn't it? And I thought to myself, so she feels it too. See you in theaters soon.
Let's all just take a deep breath. This is a safe space, you guys.
Oh my God. Okay.
Let it out.
Writing that gives me zero confidence.
Less than.
Like you are apologizing in advance. That whole thing was just apologetic. A way of saying, I know you're not going to get it. We needed a big name, a quote unquote big name to get this because it's going to be in theaters.
Right.
It is so also like, what do you mean you're not casting a character? That's what Emily Henry is good at. Characters.
Yes.
That's why people love her books. It's not about the plot. It's about the characters. You are not casting a relationship. You're casting a character.
Note for the audio. Abigail's camera is vibrating.
What are you talking
It's fully
about?
shaking.
You don't know anything. What are you talking about? He's blonde. She cast a blonde man as Augustus Everett. He's spiritually blonde and physically.
He's spiritually blonde and Republican, by the way, which Gus would never be.
Gus would never be. Gus.
I'm having a hard time.
I'm so upset. I'm so mad.
Do we want to tell, like, if someone's listening and they don't know anything about Beach Read or Gus, would you like to share? And I wanted to remember, where does this come in your ranking? I did, unfortunately, say this is my least favorite Emily Henry before GBBL released, but I also read this first. Or like, I read this a long, long time ago, and I was thinking today, I was like, I read this when I wasn't reading a lot of other romance, so my memory of it could be clouded. I want to reread it, is what I'm trying to say. But would you like to share your feelings on Gus and tell the audience who doesn't know about him?
So Gus and January make their first meeting in college, and Gus is kind of like her enemy at school, where like he's like this super highbrow, like English major type, and so is she, but she loves writing romance and fiction. He writes like lit fic. And like quote unquote serious stuff. That is like, we don't have a lot of context about their meeting or their relationship in college. But we do know in the present day, January is going through quite a revolution in her life because her parents are getting divorced. No, her dad died.
Her dad died. Yeah.
Yes. But after having an affair with her mom.
At the secret cottage.
And she finds out about this thing. She has out of money. She's on a writing deadline. She needs to go to stay at her dad's house in Michigan, on Lake Michigan, to like clean it up, flip it and sell it. And also because she needs free rent. And so she's going there to finish her writing. Her next door neighbor at this beach house is Augustus Everett. They are now together in this small town and kind of thrown together through forced proximity. They make like a little agreement that they're like, he's gonna write, or that she is going to like help him do like research for his book. It's like a crime where he's like writing a book about a cult, and he's gonna help her as she's doing background research on writing romance.
Yes.
Some of the famous lines, the famous line, so spoiler. But the famous line that encompasses Augustus Everett, as he says, sometimes like when I look at you and you're sleeping, I feel so overwhelmed that you exist.
Dude.
Okay. All right. Oh. And what about this one? What do you think, January?
Oh my God. What do you think, January?
Oh my God. What do you think, January comes in right below arms up, baby? And I want you.
Period.
Here's the thing. I already had low confidence in Yulin Kwang's ability to produce a faithful adaptation of an Emily Henry book. Yes. After People We Meet on Vacation. Because as we've mentioned before, on our episode, and you can go listen to that full exhausted episode, she desiccated Alex
My boy.
She
My beautiful
desiccated
boy.
him.
Yeah, we had
She
a
ruined
lot of
him.
mental breakdowns about that.
And
yes.
now reading her caption, it's clear she was trying to cast a relationship, not a character.
And they had great chemistry.
That's the problem. They had great chemistry.
Yeah, they had great chemistry.
but she
that's not
ruined
the
the
point.
character.
Correct. And I think it's a fundamental.
That's what makes Emily Henry stand apart.
Correct. That's what makes. I think there are many people who actually do not understand why people like romance books, and obviously there are different reasons. There are different kinds of romance books. There are different reasons why people read all kinds of stuff. But at the end of the day, it's like if you watch Heated Rivalry and you think the only reason it's popular is because of the sex scenes, you're wrong. Once again, we point to episode 5. Yes, you're, and that's what I feel like is the same feeling that people who think that are people who think like, oh, it's about the chemistry. Because the reality is, I do think if you're casting like good actors and you're writing, it's about like two book characters aren't real people. When you read a book, the characters have chemistry because of the things that they say and do with each other. It's not because like they're two people who get in a room and have a good vibe. And so I think if you're understanding that the reason people love this is because of these two characters, like you said, then that's a different experience than thinking that I need electric hot chemistry between these two people. Because, by the way, don't even get me started on the sex scene in People We Meet on Vacation, which was also terrible. So it was terrible. We're not even executing that well. You know what I mean?
Because, and here's the reason it was terrible. Because there was it was not earned. We're not seeing.
Exactly.
Alex was ruined as a character. Poppy was watered down as fuck, but Alex was ruined. And so nothing feels earned. It just feels like, okay, now it's raining. Like, it's just. Ugh.
Right.
To help us feel better, I would like to point out that like a lot of people, I mean, there has been crazy outcry. So much that I'm like, will they recast him? Like it is.
I don't know.
I think
they're going to double down.
It's really bad. Okay. I took a screenshot of some of my favorite. So Yulin Kwong limited the comments on her post.
Fair.
Okay. People were commenting, but she was not able to keep up with the outpouring of negative comments.
Yeah.
Here's some of my favorites that I screenshot. We're supposed to believe this man worked in a cemetery to put himself through college.
Correct.
He doesn't look like he can read a book, let alone write one. Siblings are dating January Gus. We haven't even talked about that. They look identical.
Very similar. They look very similar. It's giving
Taylor Swift and Joe Alwyn, which always...
It's concerning.
That didn't sit right
borderline.
with me.
Did not say... No. And it's
Gus
not just like to say... Sorry. Go. No, I think it's not just about... This is what the context of talking about People We Meet on Vacation. Her trust is already low. And this... Not only... If she had come out and said... I mean, I still would have been unhappy. But if she had come out and said... I know that this is hard to believe because this is not a type of role you've seen him play before. But I promise you, he understands Gus. And when you see it, you will understand too. I would have been like, okay, maybe there's something I'm missing. And I'm willing to... But also, if People We Meet on Vacation hadn't been so terrible. But it's like those compounding things. And her explanation is just like, okay, I don't believe that you understand what you're doing. And I don't believe that you actually care. I don't think you actually care about this book or the characters.
I think this is, I don't exactly. I don't think you have respect for it.
Yeah. So anyway.
Someone else made a good point. Maybe Peter in Funny Story, but not Gus. I could totally see that. Like that would be a good role for him. Okay.
Correct.
Gus is spiritually Jess from Gilmore Girls. Patrick Schwarzenegger is Logan. You don't get this because you didn't watch it.
I don't get this, but our audience might.
Our audience will get this. He's literally not Gus at all. This is a disservice to the character, a hate crime. It is offensive.
It is.
It's not a hate crime, but it is offensive.
I'm offended. Sense. I'm offended.
Do you think
I did share it.
You'll see it?
We're gonna have to. We're gonna have to do an episode on it. But I will not be going to theaters. Actually, I was thinking that about People We Meet on Vacation is in reality, if I had seen it in theaters with like a friend or a couple friends, I probably would have liked it better, because there's something about watching it completely alone on Netflix at your house that's like, ugh. But like that New Orleans bar scene would have sparkled on the big screen with your friends. You go have like a couple margaritas beforehand. You're having a great time. You're not really even thinking about it so much. So that might help.
Maybe.
I don't know. It's just so upsetting. And I'm like doubly distraught because, as I shared, I have been in the throes of reading a Wolfstar version of Beach Read. So it's like, what the why am I bleeping myself ahead of time? What are they doing to my boy Remus Lupin? That's not Remus. Jesus Christ. Like, where's his... Gus is like... He's rugged. He's tortured. He's like... He's like, you know? Like, what is this?
I feel like
it's
like
tough.
We're in the Hunger Games, and like at the end of the night, they're like cannons are going off. We're seeing the faces of everyone that could have been him, like Logan Lerman, Dev Patel, like there was a no name, an unknown person that would have been good. It could have been. I didn't agree with this, but what's the Superman guy? David Cornsweet.
Oh, David Cornsweet. No, to me, David Cornsweet is Charlie Lastra. That is
okay. Yeah, that makes
they
more sense.
need to get him. They need to be working right now to secure him.
I don't think that Yulin Kwong is signed on to direct the other ones.
That's my understanding. Is this is the only one, and my understanding is actually I have a lot of hope. The what I have heard or understood is that Emily Henry is writing the screenplay for Happy Place, which gives me tremendous amount of hope. Because Happy Place, you guys don't understand. Although someone in my TikTok comments told me I have bad taste. Well, yeah. Let me read you guys what someone told me on TikTok.
So was this in response to your M Hen ranking?
No. I made a TikTok for fun because I'm here having fun on the internet. And I said, hey, quick question. Would you guys out there in the world rather, my 200 followers, would you rather have a no adaptation of your favorite book or a bad adaptation? Would you rather it never get adapted? And I was like, because personally, I didn't love People We Made on Vacation, and I'm really scared for Happy Place. That's all I said. I didn't say if you if you like People We Made on Vacation, you suck. Anyways, this girl Nora commented and said, bad, because I thought People We Meet on Vacation was good, and I think Happy Place is her worst book by 10 miles. So really, I think you just have bad taste. Remember, people have different thoughts and feelings than you. Hope that helps.
Like, what are you talking about? You like
I didn't say
just keep scrolling.
You're allowed to have your opinions, and so am I. Maybe I do have bad taste. Actually, every time I say Happy Place is my favorite book, someone has commented on my post to tell me I have bad taste. Whatever. I don't care. But I need someone who understands it. So anyway,
up, baby.
I hate this. Gus, my beautiful boy. See, Beach Read's not my favorite, but I do think Gus might be my favorite.
You were bigger
main
than
character.
The whole sky.
You were bigger than the whole sky.
You were more than
like
just
even
a short time.
Even Win to me is not on the level. I do think Gus is a more important main character.
No,
than anything.
Yes, because
than anyone.
Okay. Also, I'm remembering in Beach Read, they go camping. Remember, like, can you imagine? Like, yeah, we need to be able to look at this man and think, yeah, he could pack up. Like, he could do a backpacking trip. Like, he could camp. Yeah. Like, he could be rugged. He's literally canonically like tall, dark, and handsome. He is like scruff,
olive skin,
dark eyes,
dark hair.
That's his whole shit. That's his whole thing. Like, that's his entire vibe. I don't like. To me, it almost feels like, yeah, I really wish this wasn't being made. I really like.
I don't want to see it because it's gonna just be quippy enemies to lovers on the beach. That's all it's gonna be.
It's gonna.
He's just gonna be an asshole. And that's not what this book is about. No,
this book is about like
a misunderstanding
and parents and
oh my god, yes.
like
grieving someone that is gone now, and you have all these questions for them, and they never get to answer it because they're gone. But you found out their whole secret life. Dude, it's so bad. It's so bad. And you know what I was thinking too, because you commented on my most recent TikTok and said it's okay to miscast if you're making it gayer. And so I was like, in my mind, I'm testing myself, my heart, And I was like, would I feel the same way if they cast a woman to play Gus? And then I was like, if they cast a woman to play Gus,
It would
so if
be
you guys
way-
have any, if you guys have any sapphic beach read retellings on AO3 or in real life, please send them
Now-
to me because that actually sounds great.
Now hold on now. Now hang on now. We have January who like is maybe like a little like curious, hasn't explored her sexuality, going through this whatever. She makes friends with the next door neighbor. We have this experienced kind of like Julian Baker type, right?
Yes.
I can see that.
Hang on. You know what I'm saying?
Hang on now.
So actually, I think you're right. I've tested my heart and it is pure. And if it was gayer, I would not mind. I would be way happier. So suck it, all you freaking Bridgerton people who are going to cancel me. No, they're not. I don't think they listen to this podcast. But if you do, don't cancel me because I am pure. And I think that a woman would be
when you're
1,000 times better than Patrick Schwarzenegger.
Here's the thing, though. If you're completely changing the plot, that's also different. Like with Bridgerton, they're literally changing the entire plot of her storyline.
So maybe they will.
So it's not even
Maybe
like you're not even like miscasting. It's like with Patrick Schwarzenegger, they're not changing the plot. They're just making him Gus.
They change it, and now he is a Nepo baby who January thinks the only reason he's made it in Litfic is because he's Stephen King's son.
Wait, what?
There's a cameo from Stephen King. I'm making this up. Go with me.
Okay,
so,
okay, I'm with you.
he went to they didn't go to college together, actually. He went to the most pretentious college you can picture in your mind. And yeah, that's why they're enemies. So that actually tracks.
I don't know.
It's okay, you guys.
Anyway.
We're gonna be okay. Here's the thing. I'm actually done with book adaptations unless they are a passion project. So Jacob Tierney's allowed to adapt books. Ryan Gosling being passionate about Project Hail Mary, that's allowed.
Yes. Like
People
you read
who
the book,
like
you
love
loved
the
it.
thing, and then you decided you wanted to make it. Not just like, oh, this is gonna make us a lot of money because people know Beach Read, they know Emily Henry, so we can kind of just do a.
Oh, you know what? And it's insulting to women. That's another thing. I'm getting
This is misogyny, actually.
This is another wave of anger. We're like, oh, women bought this. That women will also spend a lot of money to see this in the theater or re-download, like resubscribe to streaming services so they can watch this movie. And they'll do it no matter what because they're stupid sheeple. So let's just give them slop. Let's just give the little piggies their slop.
Good. But Dune is like $1 billion endeavor. Like, period. Let's get out of here. I hate this. And I just think, once again, I'm on my soapbox that people are misunderstanding romance as a genre and they don't respect it. And like you said, that is misogyny. But it's also just shitty.
I think straight people are. And that brings me to my next point, which is that I know that we already recorded our episode and this was only supposed to be about Beach Read, but I have to share with you because in our main recording, and I don't know how you're gonna stitch this all together, so best of luck to you.
We'll figure it out.
But I mentioned that I read that book about baseball. What's it called?
Yes.
By Kat Sebastian. I can't even remember what it was called.
Lucky? Was it something about lucky? You should be so lucky.
Okay.
Yeah,
you should be so lucky. So we were looking at we were like when we recorded, we were looking through Kat Sebastian's catalog.
Yes.
One of her other books is We Could Be So Good. I didn't realize that is the first in the series that We Should Be So Lucky is in. It's one of those it's like a universe of characters.
Okay.
So Mark Bailey, who is one of the main characters in the second book, he is a side character in this one, which we love that.
Great. Yes, I do love that.
No, this book is it is the yearning that is happening in this book is...
Wait, let me read the text you sent me at midnight my time last night. Emily. This one. Oh my God. The yearning, the friends to lovers, the softness in all caps. So yeah, that
it is
sold me.
Like best friends to roommates to lovers to they're journalists. It's the 60s. It's queer awakening. It is I just need you to know this because we were talking about our reading slump, and like this was making me feel like sick in my bed. Like I was.
I'm like a dog right now, and you're saying all my favorite words.
Like park, outside,
Hello?
grandma, tree, chicken, chicken, cheese. I was feeling that like surge of like energy in my chest, where it's like,
Yes.
it is the sweetest characters. Like this, like I love them and I feel so strongly for them. And I want to finish reading the book, but I also want to take it really slow because I don't want it to be over. That's how I feel.
Okay.
So I'm really hoping that this would be a good fit for you too.
Okay. So
and if you wanted
here's
to
the
read
thing.
them in succession, you could do it
Should
that
I?
way.
Because I already
Yeah.
have, I was going to go today to pick up You Should Be So Lucky. It's at the library. Also, I got Star shipped by the same author. Also, Paladin's Grace came in. They all came in
I got Paladin's Grace
concerningly
too.
quickly. Oh my
But-
God, okay.
Here's the thing. You don't have to. It's like a multi-universe thing. I mean, it's not a spoiler that the characters from the
Okay.
first book end up together, and they're very minor characters in the second book. So, like, you don't have to. But
Okay.
know that this book comes chronologically before You Should Be So Lucky. And I didn't realize that.
Okay, sure. I'll put it on hold as well. Let me see what the wait's like. Because right now I have like 6 books checked out and I might need to wait. But I am sold. And I'm glad.
Okay.
And that will heal me. And, Also, did you see Jacob Tierney's putting out the annotated scripts for Heated Rivalry and like
No.
a director's commentary
What?
of
No.
the making of a book? Yeah, it's coming out in
Yes.
October.
Oh.
That is saving us.
That's gonna save us. Here's my thing. I actually think I'm done having my favorite books.
I'm good.
I'm done having them adapted. Like I actually
Yeah.
think sometimes things should like this is what I'm learning. Under late stage capitalism, not everything needs to be made into a movie.
Well, you know what? Someone commented on my post and they said, I would rather it never be made because I'm tired of having to defend the book to people who only watch the movie. And I was like, oh, that is a very good point. Because if
Like my husband, he's like, oh, this sucks.
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
like you don't get it. Like if you just would read the book. And that's such a good point. So yeah, unless it's going to be a thing where I want people to love it as much as I love it. If that's not the case, I don't want that anymore.
I don't want it to be that popular. Like release. And this is the thing with fan fiction as well, like that we've talked about. This is what, aside from like the promoting a transphobic monster and like all this stuff, like
critical.
It leaves a fan space and it enters capitalism and it becomes tainted and evil and like covered in ash and
Fire and brimstone.
Yeah, it just becomes soiled,
Yeah. No, yeah, you're so incredibly right. It's
I know.
I'm in pain. So yeah, that's our reaction to the casting of Gus. Yeah, I don't care also if you don't agree.
Yeah, no, you just keep that to yourself. We don't care.
That's cool for you.
Actually, respectfully, I don't care what you think. So
Yeah.
if your opinion is bad.
Yeah. But anyways, if you guys want a Wolfstar version of Beach Read, please, once again, my DMs are always open. And also for the Sapphic retelling, I really want that. And if someone hasn't done it, God knows I probably will. So do it for me.
I saw somebody the other day. They were like, okay, wait, I have to just, you probably got this out, but I saw this TikTok and someone was like, oh my God, no, I need this to be a fanfic. Someone write the fic. Let me see. Goodbye. You were bigger than the whole sky.
More than just a short
time.
God.
Oh, here's what it was. It's like a silly audio, and someone made the caption. Ilya making his grand reappearance on the Boston Bears group chat after the fan mail video leaks just to flex that he pulled Shane Hollander. And people in the captions
cute.
were like, wait, no, yes. Like, he's like mad. It's like one of those texting fics where he's like annoyed, and he's like, yeah, guys, like I pulled Shane Hollander. And people were like, yeah, Montreal Jane was Shane Hollander all the time, bitch. And I'm like, wait, no, I need that.
Yeah, I do need that. Someone give me the link as well.
All right. Well,
thank you guys for tuning in.
Yeah.
We unfortunately probably will have to watch this when it comes out if we're still doing the podcast. If the nuclear war hasn't broken out and we're not all broadcasting from our basements or fallout shelters. So if that's not the case, you guys, we'll be here, but you don't have to watch it, and that's okay.
Yeah.
I do follow this one influencer, this book talk influencer. I forget her name. Hold on. Let me open my TikTok. Anyway, she's been posting, and she was like, I understand. Okay, her handle is Viva Phalistin Lean. I can link her. Do you follow her?
I don't think so. Wait, no.
Anyways,
I know her.
Yeah, you've seen her. She was like, I see all these other book talk people, holding their tongue and hedging their bets because they want to be still invited to like the premiere and everything. And she was like, she did go to the People We Meet on Vacation premiere, as she was like one of the influencers who went. And she was like, I'm not doing that this time. I was like dying laughing. Like, okay, yeah, that tracks. All you guys were lying about loving this movie. And I respect the hustle, but we will never do that to you on this podcast.
We'll never lie.
We'll never lie.
Yeah, we can't be bought.
Yeah.
Because no one's buying, by the way. No one's making offers. So
but even if they were.
So we won't be bought because no one cares about our opinion.
I will not sell my fan fiction, and I will not upsell my opinions on here. Yeah. And if someone offers me $2 million, then we'll talk.
Well, so be it. But I don't know. Still, I don't know. Do you think that with your full chest, you could have said that People We Meet on Vacation was the faithful adaptation for $2 million?
No, there's no way. No, there's no way.
No.
Money to me is just a concept. It means nothing. So you're offering me $2 million. I'm like, that's fake. You know what's real? My integrity. That's real. Yeah.
Period. You know what's real? The feeling I get in my chest when I think about Arms Up Baby.
Oh my god!
And if Yulin Kwang even gets a single step closer to
get her away from Happy Place, get her away.
Stay away. Get behind me.
I'm
Happy
rereading
Place.
it right now, and yeah, I can't take that. So get behind me. Get behind me, Harriet. All right, toodaloo, you guys.
Bye.
Bye.